This is the Eid prayers to signify the Eid-el-Kabir celebrations, which Muslim faithful all over the world are commemorating today. My name is Amlaro Konla, and this is Night.com TV. We're here to bring you some of these activities that are marking today's festivities. We know a lot that some of our Muslim friends in Saudi Arabia, those who have gone to Mecca to offer prayers and all of that, they are still there, and our Nigerian friends who are home here are observing this festivity here today. We're at the Central Mosque in Alausa, Ikeja, the Lagos State capital, where this event is taking place right about now. You know, at Night.com, we go everywhere at all times to bring you just the very best. So you can catch a glimpse of what is happening here and see the people praying right behind me. So we're going to be speaking with people here before we leave here today to ask them exactly what the significance of this day is. There's also a ram here by my left which is waiting to be killed. As soon as the ram is killed, everybody goes home to kill their individual ram as well. So that's what's up here today on the streets. We're not in the streets today, we're in the mosque. We're not on the streets, we're on the mosque today. Have a great day. What's the significance of this celebration?
Okay. The significance of Eid-el-Kabir we are celebrating today it cannot be overemphasized because it has its root from our prophet Ibrahim. The Christian call him Abraham, and his son. You know, he had issue in his wife conceiving. It was over 100 years before God answered him. But prior before his wife conceived, he had promised Allah that if Allah gives him a child, he is going to sacrifice the child in appreciation to Allah. So, you know, as human beings, some of us, we do fail in fulfilling our promises. But Prophet Ibrahim did not fail in fulfilling his promises to Allah. When Allah invited him about his promise, immediately he beckoned on his son, who is Prophet Ismail, and the boy did not disobey his father. He obeyed immediately, and they set for the sacrificial place. So that was the genesis of the Eid-el-Kabir. Yeah.
Okay, so what does it mean to an average Muslim to celebrate this festival?
Okay, for an average Muslim to celebrate this Eid is a very, very important thing for a Muslim to celebrate Eid-el-Kabir, because if you cast your mind back, between last year and this year, many people have died. You understand? As we speak, some are in prison yard. As we speak, some are in the hospital. But for a Muslim to be 80, to be alive, to be in his home, and come to Eid to observe the Salat, is a very, very important thing for a Muslim. So every Muslim look forward to being at this kind of event because it's significant. It is once in a year. After today, it's another year. So and as we are today, we are praying to God to leave us, give us sound heads to witness another year, inshallah.
Okay, so what is this Eid-el-Kabir? What does it mean to you?
It means a lot. You know, during the lifetime of Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he's looking for a child, may Almighty Allah grant me. He now has God that if you give me one, at least at the old age, I will use it to sacrifice for you. But Almighty Allah, and he told his wife, Hajara, and Hajara agreed with him. And when they have the child, he and his son, they agree to follow the wish of Almighty Allah. As they want to kill his son, Almighty Allah now replace it with ram. That is how we are killing ram today.
Do you kill ram every year?
At times I used to, but not all the time.
Why? At times you kill cow?
Because I still have a father, so I used to buy for my father to kill, and I will go there to celebrate with him.
Okay, but is it compulsory for you to buy ram, or can I just buy chicken?
No. If you have the wish, if you have the power to buy, you can buy. But it's not that you should go and borrow or should inconvenience yourself to buy.
So people who do that, they are wrong.
It is wrong to do that. If you have the power and you have the money to buy, it is convenient. When it's convenient for you, you can buy. But when it's not convenient, you don't have to force yourself, or you don't have to go and borrow before you kill ram.
So, do you stay outside Nigeria? Do you go outside Nigeria too?
I used to.
Okay, so when you're outside Nigeria and this occasion is happening, do you also buy?
I'll send money to my parents, and my children will go to my parents' house.
But the Nigerians in diaspora buy and kill rams.
They used to. They will go to farm to go and do that.
And they kill the rams.
And they will kill the ram.
Can you talk to us?
Okay.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay, what's your name?
Angela.
Angela. Okay, so Angela, what's happening today?
We're having Salah.
Salah. For you to eat ram.
No.
To do what?
To pray and celebrate Allah.
Pray about what?
All the great things that Allah has done for us.
Can you mention one or two of them?
Life.
What else?
Food.
And your mom?
Yes.
All right, so what does this Eid-el-Kabir festival mean to an average Muslim?
Eid-el-Kabir is mean that all the people in the world supposed to believe in oneness of Almighty Allah, that Almighty Allah can do whatever He wants. We cannot disobey the command of Almighty Allah, because Allah tells us in the Quran that, oh, you believe, submit yourself to the will of me. I'm the only God created you in this world. I'm the one can take your life. That is our Muslim. We submit ourselves to the command and the will of Almighty Allah, as our Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam submit himself to the will of Almighty Allah.
Okay, you said something about people not keeping the rams in their house for more than 3 days.
It's 3 days, according to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to keep your ram for 3 days. After 3 days, it's not the sacrifice for Almighty Allah.
What does it become? You just eat it.
You just eat it. There's no any reward on it. Just for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. The remaining one, distribute it for the poor people.
What are the lessons to be learned from Eid-el-Kabir?
The lesson in the Eid-el-Kabir is that if you look back to the life history of our Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he submit all what Almighty Allah give you to me to the Almighty Allah. The son and his wife submit himself, and his wife support his husband to fulfill the command of Almighty Allah. That is, Almighty Allah bless our mother Hajara, because he bow, he submit, he support his husband to fulfill the promise of Almighty Allah, and Allah changes to blessing for him.
Okay, so we have just witnessed the killing of the ram. What does it mean to an average Muslim when they kill a ram on a day like this?
Yeah, it means that we are supposed to now start killing our rams in various homes, and we have to put the pride of God. We have to know that Almighty Allah is the only one that we are killing the ram for, and Almighty Allah doesn't need the blood of or not the flesh of that thing, but the piety in which we use to kill the thing. But Muslims, no Muslim should kill that ram that before the killing by the imam.
we have to witness the killing by the imam before we now go to our various houses to kill our rams. And we have to put the part of Almighty Allah in us before we kill the ram.
How about those who are not privileged to be here? What happens to them?
Well, those who are not privileged to be here, maybe by matter of they are very indisposed. Their mind should be here because actually it is the intention that Almighty Allah needs. If your mind is here, definitely the reward will be given to you too. But if you just say that you don't want to come and then you are doing something that is not relevant to the Almighty Allah's will, you will not have that reward. But if Almighty Allah is the one that caused the reason why you are not here, and your mind is here, definitely you have the benefit and then all the rewards that those who are here, they have.
As a Muslim, it is a celebration, celebrated amongst all Muslims. We all come together around the world. It's a day of sacrifice. It's a day when Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ was told to sacrifice his son. It's a gathering. It's a special day for us all. It's the days of Hajj.
Okay, so how many rams are you killing today?
Sorry?
How many rams are you killing?
My family will be doing it. We're sending it to Pakistan. They're doing 5 cows.
5 cows?
Yes.
And no rams?
No.
Why not ram?
Because in Pakistan, the cow is worth more. Because you can give it to more people.
Okay, because it is bigger.
Yeah.
It's not compulsory for one to kill ram, though.
No. It's just compulsory to give qurbani, regardless. You get to give animals in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Should I come to your house to eat cows since you are killing cows today?
You can come to my house, yes, of course. It'll be nice to see you.
So, how many rams did you kill, or are you going to kill today, sir?
It's only one.
One.
Afford.
Okay, but some people kill 3, 4, 5.
It depends on your resources. If you can have more than that, and it's a blessing to Almighty Allah, so that you can distribute your rams to so many unprivileged homes who are not be able to have the bath.
Can I come and eat ram?
You are free to come.
Okay, they said the ram. Okay, yes, you're going to
They said when you kill your ram, you have to ensure that the ram is distributed to the needy. At least 1/3 of the rams to the needy, 1/3 to your family, and another third to your neighbors. And you should not keep your ram for more than 3 days.
I was going to ask that. Why? Not for
That is
that.
the practice of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That when you kill your ram, at least you must ensure that you distribute it widely. By keeping your ram, it's not a good thing. You distribute to the needy, to the neighbors. And Islam teaches us that your neighbor, 40 houses to the right, 40 houses to the front, 40 at the back, they are your neighbor. Whether they are Christian or Muslim, you give it to them, unless they refuse it.
So, if you stay for more than 3 days, what happens? You dispose the ram.
You can eat it with your family, but that is the norms.
Okay, but it's not a big deal if it stays for more than 3
It's not,
But
but
it
we
should.
encourage that we should distribute our meat within the 3 weeks of killing it.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Eid-el-Kabir is a big significance to all human race. When you promise, you fulfill your promise. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, that is Prophet Abraham. Tell God, if you give me a son in my life, I'm ready to sacrifice for you. And he fulfilled that promise. By the time he wanted to fulfill the promise to slaughter his own son, then God replaced it with a big ram. When you promise to fulfill your promise.
That's the big deal about
Eid-el-Kabir.
Okay, so how many rams are you going to have promised to kill? How many are you killing? Because I want to come to your house.
I'm doing 2. One for myself and one for my family. I do more than that before. But the rule of killing ram, you don't borrow money to clear the ram. So after the Salah, you now start looking for the way to pay back. And we should love each other. This country must love each other. We are all one. Let the government fulfill the promise the citizen, whether during the campaign or after the campaign. That is the reason why, as I said before, we are doing Eid-el-Kabir. Prophet Abraham promised and fulfill his promise. Let the government fulfill their own promise too during and after the campaign. Let individuals fulfill their promise to a friend, to a family, to a wife, to a husband. And we can see it's only Almighty God that can reward doing good. We should just continue to do good, and Almighty Allah will reward us with good.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, now it appears as if the festivities will have to continue in the country because a lot of people out there are eating rams. I am looking forward to eating rams. If you're within where I stay and you're killing a ram, please call me over because I'm coming over to eat rams. Yeah, festivities are continuing. Like I said, big shout out to Emmanuel Sodi for bringing you this live update and every one of you out there for always joining us. This is not Street Gist. This is Eid-el-Kabir celebration, and that's why we're here today, giving you the very best from Nigerian.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, and keep watching Nigerian.com TV. Have a great Salah celebration. Ma Salah.